An American League battle, East versus Central. It's the Tampa Bay Rays against the Chicago White Sox. Major League Baseball on 2K Sports.
The White Sox call this one home, U.S. Cellular Field in Chicago. A look at Carlos Quentin, no doubt getting ready for some offensive punch. Glad to have you join us. Tuesday night edition of Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. Starting pitcher, John Danks. Steve, what's he looking at as he sees this Tampa Bay lineup?
A good-looking lefty on the mound right here against a lineup that can put some runs up on the board. So pretty even matchup. So it's going to come down to which side executes better than the other. Oftentimes we say good pitching can beat good hitting.
Now we'll see the lineup for the Rays, sponsored by Pepsi. Any of these bats stand out, John?
Well, if you're looking for an offensive threat in this game today, look no further than Evan Longoria. He's established himself as one of the best young hitters in all of baseball, and the fact that he's a clutch hitter hitting in the middle of that lineup makes him all that more dangerous for his opponent.
And it's Carl Crawford now. He'll be receiving the first pitch of the game as we get set for baseball.
Carl Crawford.
The pitch. Here's a fly ball to straightaway left. And the leadoff man of this ball game's on board. See if they get it started early. And now's a good time to take a brief look how the White Sox stack up defensively. What do you like out there, Steve?
Well, they're confident with Alex Rios out there. Just a solid all-around defender with a strong throwing arm. He's a quality defensive player.
And we've got Bartlett batting. Swing and a line drive. And it's through. Credit Bartlett, a single. Crawford's headed to third. Take a look at the RBI leaders last year, courtesy of State Farm. Let's check out Longoria. He's fourth on the list.
Well, it takes a special mentality to hit in the middle of the lineup and be a run producer. A lot of guys can do it. Some guys can't handle the pressure. Well, this guy right here.
There's a swing, line drive, center field. And that one is going to go through. Longoria is going to pick up an RBI.
Now batting.
Well, he saw a pitch that he really liked, and he did not miss it. A really nice job with nobody out, keeping this inning going and picking up that RBI. Great piece of hitting.
And Carlos Pena to bat. Some production being seen in this game early, and they've got a chance now to extend the lead.
And Gary, you can never underestimate the importance of an early lead. It can allow the pitcher to go right at the hitters and pitch with confidence. Well, with the lead right here, don't be surprised if we see the runner on first going. I think that he has enough speed to make it, and even if they throw it away, you got a chance to pick up a run.
We'll see Konerko holding him in there. And it doesn't hurt to get that starter to throw a few pitches either.
Well, he's going to need to settle down a little bit here so he can stick around later in the game.
Danks gets set and delivers. And that one to fall in, and the run will score.
Now batting.
They need to get an out right now. I mean, this offense just has kept the pressure on them. They need to regroup and get an out.
Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Slider misses badly with it. 1-0.
Big-time offensive production last game out there. 3 RBIs in that one, and I think some real momentum coming into this game.
Looked at Danks' pitch, 1-1.
Outstanding rotation on that pitch. Look at the mechanics for this pitcher. It comes out of his hand and just falls off the table.
And here's a called strike at the letters, and it's 1-2. Swing, hot shot. He's up with it. Out. Over to second for one. And the deuce, another play.
Right fielder, number 26, Gabe Kapler.
It's going to be Kapler. His batting average, .305 lifetime off the White Sox. Line drive fouled off towards first. Doesn't get the call on the slider. 1-1.
Good spot there, just down a little bit out of the zone. Tried to get him to chase. He wouldn't go for it.
Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. Danks gets set and delivers. This is in the air, straight away left. And that one's put away to retire the side. And so they quickly put up the first 2 runs here, getting an early lead. Tampa Bay leads it 2-0. Here's a look at our starter for Tampa Bay.
Left fielder.
And as he
number
looks at this
24,
White Sox lineup, what are they going to see from him today?
Well, David Price has some of the most overpowering stuff for a young left-hander in the major leagues today, and we're going to get a chance to take a look at that. A fastball as high as 97 miles per hour and a nasty slider, but
That one swung on its line, and that's in there. The White Sox get a man on. Presented by Pepsi, we'll show you the lineup Ozzie Guillen's got going. John, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, you take a look at Alexi Ramirez. He's one of the more exciting players in baseball. Finally got moved to his more natural position, shortstop. And I tell you what, this is a guy that can excite you in a lot of ways. He can hit for power, he can hit for average, and he's not a big guy, but I tell you what, he can generate some power in that frame.
And in the batter's box, it's Ramirez. Last outing for the White Sox proved to be a win. They've won their last 4 games. I'd like to continue that here.
Well, and this is a team that's playing great baseball right now. No one playing better than them in the major leagues.
This one's grounded hard up the middle. And there's one. But he'll hang on to that, so they will get one.
Now batting.
Now's a good time to take a quick look at how the Rays will be taking the field on
Number
defense.
14.
And Steve scouting anyone here?
Ben Zobrist is not a great defender.
Now Paul Konerko batting with a runner on first.
Well, Paul Konerko just put together another solid season. He's never going to be a guy that hits for a great average, 265, but he's a run producer in the middle of that lineup, 28 home runs.
Swing shoots this one towards the gap, right center. It comes off the wall in right center. And he'll stop at second base, and it will be a double.
0-1 mistake right here. He throws it over the heart of the plate, and he pays for it. This is where David Price really has to go to work.
And, you know, his team struggling to hold on to that 2-1 lead. Now a swing and a shot towards second. Though Quinton is retired. And Ramirez is home.
Well, we've got a moment to look back to last year's Chicago White Sox and see how they ranked. 6th in home runs, 6th in stolen bases, and they were in the top 10 in team batting average with runners in scoring position, getting a lot of clutch base hits, and that's a great stat for a team that wants to win ball games.
Swing and a line to left. And Crawford puts that away to retire the side. So they score.
For the second.
And we're going to see Joyce
Tampa
here.
Bay Rays. Designated hitter, number 20, Matt Joyce.
Cutter just misses. 1-0.
This cut fastball is a very effective pitch for this guy because it allows him to set up all of his other pitches.
Hit sharply towards the hole. In time for the up.
Tampa Bay Rays.
Looking back to last year, let's check out where the Tampa Bay Rays ranked in the American League. 1st in stolen bases, 5th in home runs. And offensively, scoring runs is the name of the game, and they got that done. Ranked in the top 5 in the league in scoring runs. It shows the ability to score in so many different ways.
Hit on the ground over to shortstop. And Ramirez fields the ball. And Upton is set down.
Number 30.
Navarro at the plate. Now in his 7th season in the bigs. Danks gets set and delivers to right center. And that's going to be a base hit for Navarro. So Kyle Crawford will come up next.
Well, you got to love to see this guy get on base with 2 outs right here with that base hit. Now it's up to his teammates to figure out a way to get him across the plate.
And he steals off and he gets away with it. He's one of the league's best. And there's Quinton for out number 3. Only 5 pitches to get out of that inning. That'll rush you. And if you're just joining in, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Crunk bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. And Alex Cerrillos to lead off in the top 10 in hits. Taps this one foul to the right.
Well, he's having some kind of season this year, Gary. Really the guy leading this team's offense and some kind of offensive production.
Oh, terrific dive by Bartlett. And he's out at first. What an out. Great play made, boy, middle of the infield. You love that kind of help.
Well, he stretched out as far as he could possibly go to be able to make the play. Gold glove effort.
It's going to be Brzezinski.
Well, A.J. Brzezinski put together a pretty solid season for the White Sox in 2009, hitting .300. He doesn't strike out a lot. He's a contact guy. You'd like to see maybe...
Swings, clobbers this one. Deep left center field. Gone, a home run. And they're happy to tie that one.
Well, he looked like he got the pitch in his wheelhouse and he just drove it out of the ballpark.
When you get behind in a ball game, you want to get back early, get your mental set back, and they've done that.
Now this inning isn't over yet. They have a chance to still tack on some more runs. Now credit the White Sox offense, attacking, trying to do what they can to bring this thing back, evening it up. Tie game now. Let's see if they can add on some more runs, Gary.
Swinging a liner to left. And the catch by Crawford. And here in the early part of the season, we have a look at the Central Division standings brought to you by State Farm. It's the White Sox in first. In the second spot, the Twins. In third place, it's the Royals. In the fourth spot, it's the Indians. And rounding out the list, the Tigers.
Not a lot of expectations in Chicago this year, but the White Sox surprising everybody, sitting atop of the American League Central right now and building that confidence level.
And a swinging strike on the first pitch by Price, 0-1.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there. He got that slider in the strike zone. He got the hitter out in front to swing early.
It's down, a base hit. And that's going to bring Scott Podsednik up.
They tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate, and he took advantage of it.
And there's Upton. Pulls that one in for the third out. So they pick up a run on the home run and pull even. We've got a stalemate going here in Chicago. Well, we won't consider it extreme weather, but it is very cold here. Field conditions are okay. And we've got Bartlett batting. First pitch. There's a strike from Danks, now 0-1.
Well, that's right down the chute. The hitter must have been looking for something else. Otherwise, you have to swing at that.
Swing and a soft liner up the middle. Gets down. The go-ahead runs on base. So that brings Evan Longoria to the plate. These teams set the tone in offense last year. Let's take a look, brought to you by State Farm. Number 1, the Yankees. The Angels in second. Third spot, the Red Sox. The Twins fourth. And at number 5 on the list, the Rays.
Well, this is a pitcher's dream when you have an offense like this on your side. You know you're going to get a ton of runs. You don't have to be so precise. You can let runs score because you know your offense is going to pick you up. The good thing about this team is they like to score runs. They like to score them early in the game. That gives your team a lot of confidence.
Here's a swing, soft liner, right side. And he gets it down. He's 2 for 2 now. Now that'll put Carlos Pena at the plate.
Number 23.
Opposite field hitting. It is a classic piece of baseball.
Especially on that inside pitch. It keeps the defense off guard when you can muscle the inside pitch to right field.
And it's caught by Ramirez. And that keeps the runners at first and second.
Well, he gets the first out of the inning right there. Now let's see if he can continue to bear down, work his way out of this jam, and keep the score tied.
And we're going to see Zobrist here.
Well, a breakout year for Ben Zobrist in 2009. You talk about versatility. He can play anywhere, and he plays them all great. But 2009, he swung the bat.
The 1-1. Hard grounded to short. He grabs it off the hop. That's 1 out. And 2. Double play. They pick up no runs on 2 hits and strand 1. And we are still knotted up in Chicago. Batters. And for those of you catching up with us, hi, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Clark and Steve Phillips, bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. And it's Alexei Ramirez now to lead it off. And at the plate, one of the tops in runs scored, top 5. And Ramirez settles in, first pitch. Unable to make contact with that pitch from Price.
Such a consistent, productive, professional hitter. You know, one of their best bats in the lineup, Gary.
Line drive. And so Ramirez retired. Eastern Division standings starting to take shape here in April. We're in our State Farm standings board. In first place, it's the Yankees. Blue Jays in the second spot. Third goes to the Rays. Fourth belongs to the Orioles. And it's the Red Sox in last place. And Paul Konerko to bat. Home runs, leads the American League. At the belt, Price kicks and throws. Swings at that fastball and misses. 0-1. Strike 2, no balls and 2 strikes. Konerko now will look to tighten up that zone.
That two-seam fastball away is just screaming to be hit on the ground as the hitter opens up. Awfully tough to hit with that kind of movement.
A swing, line drive, deep left field. And Crawford picks it up.
Well, they followed the scouting reports. They moved the outfielders back before the play, and they were in exactly the right position to be able to make the catch. Good coaching.
Carlos Quinton at the plate with 2 away. He's the league leader in hits. First pitch to Quinton. Swung on and ripped towards second. That's caught. Side is retired. Nice. Here's a shot of skipper Joe Madden. And he knows it starts with great pitching. Happy with the last inning on the mound, now looking for the offense. They set up away. Cutter misses. 1-0. A 1-0 now. And that's off the plate. Away. Ball 2. The 2-0. There's a swing and a liner towards first. And Konerko makes the catch.
Designated hitter, number 20.
We're going to see Joyce here.
Going to have to look for a little bit more patience at the plate in this game, because last game out struck out 3 times chasing pitches out of the zone.
Hit in the air to left center. 2 away. Here's what the White Sox schedule looks like. Final game with Tampa Bay is Thursday. The next series at home brings in a worthy opponent, the Seattle Mariners. That gets underway on Friday night. And it's on the road to take on the Rangers and one of the game's leading hitters, Josh Hamilton. That series bound to be competitive. There's a strike from Danks, now 0-1.
Well, the changeup right there hit a good spot. You want to keep that down in the zone, so even if they swing at it, it stays in the ballpark.
And that's a strike. Upton now will take the defensive don't K me stance. B.J. Upton is struck out on a big swing and a miss. Well, that was a quick inning right there. 7 pitches. We've got a stalemate going here in Chicago. Middle of the lineup coming along. And Beckham's in the box. Last season, very good 308 against the Rays.
Jordan Beckham.
Here's the first pitch. A swing and a foul off to the right side. At the belt, Price kicks and throws. There's a swinging liner headed towards the left field corner. He's trying for second. And he can't get back. He is tagged out on the way back to the bag. 1 out. And Alex Rios at the plate.
Now, if you saw his last game, you got a chance to see that he swung the bat well in that one, picking up a couple of knocks.
Navarro setting up. And a swinging strike on the first pitch by Price, 0-1.
And the 2009 season was a big disappointment for Alex Rios, starting out with the Toronto Blue Jays and then continuing on when he got traded to the Chicago White Sox at the trade deadline. Things just didn't get better in either place.
Here's a swing and a fly ball. And a foul ball. A swing and a miss, strike 3, but a chance at first.
Now coming to bat.
Oh, and he got him. What a throw. He gets the play at first base.
Hey, Gary, as soon as the pitcher lets go of the ball, he knows what can happen in this situation. Is hoping his catcher can stop it and get the out in time. Great heads-up play.
There's a big 2 right there. It's going to be Przinsky. He homered earlier in the ballgame. Base is empty and 2 down. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short. It is through, and the go-ahead run's on board. That brings up Martin. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Rays. Thursday, they will finish up the Chicago series. And then a home series facing the Jays and their all-star Vernon Wells. That should be a great series. They really match up well. That's a 3-game series. Their homestand continues with another team, the Oakland Athletics. Lots of home games. That's always a good thing. One of the best batting averages in the league. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Price. Couldn't pull the trigger in time. He's behind 0-2.
Gary, he can really swing the bat. Just a quality approach at the plate, day in and day out. That consistency is critical to their success.
Fantastic chance here. That's a really good pitch, Steve, on an 0-2 offering to keep that down and in.
That's a perfect pitcher's pitch. At this point, you've got to tip your hat to the batter. That's a solid job.
Here's the first pitch to Kotsay. Well hit towards the middle, and it gets through. 2 for 2. Tremendous situation now for the White Sox.
Well, now after giving up 3 straight hits, the manager has to start thinking about getting somebody up in the pen.
And Posednik's batting. Steve, we talk about game-turning situations. This is one of them.
No question about that. Things can change completely right here.
That should be a base hit. And there it is. That's the tie-breaking run. They're ahead. Situations repeating themselves here. A chance to produce, and they are.
Well, the pitcher's got to be thinking to himself, what do I have to do to get an out? That's now 4 straight hits he's given up.
And Ramirez settles in. First pitch. That's a foul ball. Liner between first and second. And Pena puts that one away to retire the side. So they strike for 5 base hits in this inning, but only 1 run scored. The White Sox leading now. They've got the momentum. Navarro at the plate. Had a base hit his last time up.
Number 30, Leonard Navarro.
Danks gets set. Back up the middle. Oh, man, was that close. That was right back at him. Somehow he got out of the way.
Up to the plate.
So Kyle Crawford will come up next.
Well, when you check the box scores after this game, you're going to see where this ball scored a base hit. Wasn't hit well, not pretty, but he'll take it.
One of the best base stealers in the AL. Fastball in there for a called strike. Pitch on the way. This one's grounded near third. Foul. Boy, that is hit well off the bat of Crawford. And that is in there, the go-ahead run on board.
Well, Carl Crawford can impact the game in a lot of ways. Let's check out last season and how he ended up in the rankings. 2nd in stolen bases, 5th in triples, and of course, he got his base hits. He was ranked in the top 10 in hits in the league, getting the job done, finding a way to get on base.
That one misses. It gets away from the catcher. On, he's going to try for second. And they'll just have to sit on this one, so everybody's safe. Here's the 1-0. Misses outside for ball 2.
Well, with first base open right here in a 3-0 count, don't look for just a pitch right down the middle to try to get one of those get-me-over strikes. He might still pitch around him to put him on.
And he scores. That is the tying run.
Up to the plate.
And
The
Crawford
Tampa Bay
also
Rays.
scores.
Third base.
Tampa Bay, just ride these bats as long as you can. Couple of ribbies on that swing. Let's see the impact on our Pepsi WPA board. Evan Longoria at the plate. Steve, you get that feeling right now this offense is not going to be stopped. They've got themselves a lead late.
I'll tell you what, Gary, we're seeing a solid, consistent, professional approach from these hitters, and it's paying off because they now have the lead.
Hit on the ground towards second, and that'll set down Longoria.
Stepping up to the
Now
plate.
look at the teams who led the league in extra base hits last year, brought to you by State Farm. Number 1, the Yankees. Second, the Rangers. The Red Sox third. Jays fourth. And at number 5 on the list, the Rays.
Well, the bottom line is, as a hitter, you want to put yourself in scoring position any chance you can. Well, this team does it as good as anyone in the league at extra base hits. Seems like every time you look up, there's someone in scoring position making the pitcher work and the defense work extremely hard.
The 1-0 pitch. Pena with a swing and a miss and an even count.
Well, Carlos Pena's a prototypical first baseman power hitter. The average, he doesn't care, 227. But the power numbers, 25 doubles, 39 home runs, 100 RBIs, and only 471 at-bats because of injury. He put together a great season in 2009.
The pitch. Swing and a foul straight back. One of the sets of the most inexplicable numbers in baseball history. To hit 227, a strikeout 163 times, you figure he can't even be playing. He's a 100 RBI man.
And was playing every day until his injury.
This one's grounded hard up the middle. Beckham. Over to Konerko. 2 retired here.
Well, he gets the man over to third base, but with 2 outs now, it doesn't help much, but at least 90 feet closer to scoring.
First pitch to him. First pitch is a cut fastball, high, 1-0. Check swing here. They say he did not go around the appeal to first. No hits, only 1 at bat last season off John Danks. Up the middle. Yeah, it's through. That run's gonna score. Situations repeating themselves here. A chance to produce, and they are.
Number 27, Gabe Kepler.
Well, you see the pitch down in the zone a little bit, but he got a good piece of wood on it and drives it.
What you like about that at bat is the discipline to keep your head in.
Well, I'll tell you what, he changed locations, went down in the zone. It's a solid piece of hitting.
Oh, he's trying to steal second. And he's in there at second base. Still 0-2. Ring him up, strike 3. But boy, what a solid offensive inning that was. Took 22 pitches to get through that inning. That's a little high. Tampa Bay. None other than Ozzie. That's Ozzie Guillen.
First baseman.
He's not happy to have given up that lead, I'll tell you. The burden now of trying to recover from those runs given up. Looks for quality ABs. And it's Paul Konerko now. He's in the top echelon of hits right now. And Konerko retired. Be sure to tune in again this Saturday. It'll be Alex Rodriguez. And the New York Yankees, they find themselves at Angels Stadium of Anaheim to face the Angels. Game gets started 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Carlos Quinton batting now. There's 1 down. He's the league leader in ribbies. First pitch, here it comes. And Price no luck with that pitch upstairs. The 1-0 now. Swings, lines this one back up the middle. And Zobrist makes the catch.
That ball was hit extremely well. Unfortunately, the second baseman hadn't played perfectly.
And Beckham's in the box. A very nice .308 career batting average for him against the Rays. A line drive toward short. That gets down. That'll put him on the tying run up. So that brings Alex Rios to the plate.
Well, the last thing you want to do is have a quick inning. That 2-out hit right there will prolong the inning. Great piece of hitting.
And he starts Rios out. Unable to make contact with that pitch from Price.
Well, if you're going to be late on the fastball, you're going to have trouble hitting.
Swung on, that is hit. Zobrist, and he'll step on the bag. That'll do it. A good inning from David Price. And we're going to see Joyce here. He's ready to start out here in the 6th inning.
Number 20, Matt Joyce.
Danks gets set and delivers. First pitch, a slider outside, 1-0.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on
A shot up the middle. That one gets through for a base hit. And that's going to bring B.J. Upton to the plate.
Well, a great job right there by the first hitter in this inning to get on base. And you know, a lot of big innings are started with that first guy getting on. And you have 1 or 2 big innings in a game, and that can be the difference in the outcome.
Pauses, and now the 1-0. And he looks at a curveball then there, 1-1. Over 9 career at-bats. He's had 1 hit off John Danks. Here's the pitch. Ground ball headed for the middle. And he'll try to make the play. 1. Back to first. Not in time. Not quick enough on the relay.
Well, they get the lead runner at second, but they just couldn't turn 2. I know they wanted to.
Runner on here for Deanna Navarro. 2 for 2 in the game. Looked like the cutter that time for a called strike.
That cut fastball just ran inside on the hitter's hand.
That one is hit well. Quentin's there. 2 down here in the inning. Triples last year, the leaders, sure. State Farm brings it to us.
Well, these sorts of speedy players really allow teams to score runs in a different way. They don't have to wait for the 3-run home run. They don't have to wait for that ball hitting the gap. They can manufacture runs with their speed.
Yeah, that ball swung on, hit. Rios to field it. That's caught. Side is retired. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand him. And welcome to those of you just tuning in. 2K Sports, Major League Baseball. This is Gary Thorne along with Steve Phillips and John Crook. Leading it off, A.J. Pierzynski. And for RBIs, he's one of the best in the league. Well hit towards the middle. And so Pierzynski retired. And Mark Tian up. He's got one of the best averages in the American League. First one to Tian. Here's the pitch. Hit hard to second. Zobrist. That's 2 gone.
For the Chicago White Sox.
Now credit the second baseman with a well-executed play right there. Comes up with the ball and quickly gets it from his glove to his throwing hand and throws him out at first.
At the belt, Price kicks and throws. Here's a swing and a broken bat ground ball. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. Amazingly fast. And it's Jason Bartlett to lead us off. He had a 2-run single in his last appearance.
Now driven in multiple runs in this one, Gary, and obviously a major part of why they're ahead.
First one to Bartlett. Here's the pitch. Cutter just misses. 1-0. One-0 pitch is a fastball high. 2-0. And he comes back with a cutter for a called strike. 2-1.
And you can throw the ball down to the zone with that kind of movement. It can be very effective.
There's a swing and a drive deep to left field. As he drops back and puts it away.
Tampa Bay Rays. Third base.
Evan Longoria at the plate. He bounced out his last time. And here's the pitch to Longoria. First pitch, fastball, 0-1.
There's a reason they put the number 1 down when signaling for the fastball. It has to be your number 1 pitch, your best pitch. That's what he saw right there.
And it's 0-2. Longoria is going to be swinging now if there's anything close. That one's drilled to short. 2 down.
Up to the plate. The Tampa Bay Rays. First base.
And it's Carlos Pena at the plate. Drove in a run earlier in the game. Now Pierzynski positions himself. He swings and nails a liner. And in there, second hit for him in the ball game in his 4th plate appearance.
Let's take a look at how last season turned out for Carlos Pena. First in home runs, 8th in walks. And he was, of course, in the top 10 in slugging percentage. That ability to hit for extra base hits is a value to his team, and his manager loves it.
There's a strike from Danks, now 0-1.
Well, the hitter must have thought that was either going to go too far.
Swings, hits this one pretty well, deep right center. That one in the alley. This could be 2 or more. And the throw. Here comes Pena for the plate.
Nice piece of hitting right there. He manages to drive that high 0-1 pitch for a base hit. Good patience, good pitch recognition.
Sure looked like the hitter decided he wasn't going to get behind 0-2. He was going to wail.
He was aggressive, no question about it. Got a pitch he could handle and took advantage.
Swung on, hit in the air to right center. And it's going to be Quinton. That's caught. Side is retired. John Danks comes off the mound. Loosen him up. 7th inning stretch time on the south side. And Posednik's batting. He's going to get things going here. Home half, 7th inning.
John Posednik.
Here's the pitch. He swings on that 0-0 delivery, misses the fastball. Strike one.
Here in the 7th inning right now, nobody out. This is the time to get things going. You're down 2 runs. Make up the ground right now. Don't wait. You know, the pressure mounts. Plus, you get late in the game, you're going to see their best reliever coming in. This is the time to do it.
Fastball swung out and missed. Struck him out. One away.
Well, you can hang laundry on that one. 94 miles per hour. Pretty good velocity, but that's pretty straight.
And it's Alexei Ramirez now. One away.
And Alexei Ramirez was a guy who struggled in the first half of the season for the Chicago White Sox, got dropped in the batting order.
Line shot into center field. And so Ramirez retired. That's 2 gone.
Well, Gary, you know, he's settling into a groove right here. And that's 6 in a row that he's set down.
The first pitch. That's it, foul by Konerko. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Price. And Paul Konerko watching that one go by to even the count up.
Well, offensively here in the 7th inning with 2 outs, you cannot just lay down here and say, well, we'll start it off next inning. You got an out left here in the 7th. See what you can do to generate one. Pick up 1 if you can, and then hope maybe that you can start to finish it off later.
Hut shot towards the hole. And he's out at first. Good hustle by the pitcher getting off the mound.
Well, that's a good heads-up play. You know, you have to know the hitter and his speed. Don't hesitate. Get over and beat him to the bag.
Good defensive half inning there. No hits allowed. Rays. Yeah, we have a chance to see Joe Madden.
Designated hitter.
2-run lead for his club, hoping to come away with a win. Danks gets set and delivers. First pitch is a cutter that drops low. 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Swings and grounds this one foul, wide to third. Now a swing and a shot toward second. And that's in plenty of time for the out.
Center fielder.
And here's B.J. Upton. Bounced into a fielder's choice as last time. Here's the pitch to Upton. Now here's a grounder towards the hole. 2 away.
The Tampa Bay Rays. Catcher number 30.
Navarro at the plate. 2 for 3 thus far. First pitch is a curveball outside. 1-0.
Well, looking at this guy's pitch count, he's up over 80 pitches thus far. You wonder how long they're going to let him go.
Swings and grounds this one to the right side. Foul. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And Konerko getting to it. And out. Pitcher makes a nice play at first base.
That was a nice play. Saw the opportunity at first. Didn't waste any time.
And it's Carlos Quinton in the box now. He'll get us started as we go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. First pitch to Quinton. Swings on that first pitch, misses the fastball, 0-1.
Nobody out here in the 8th inning. Strike, strike, strike. Throw strikes, go right at him.
Swing and a liner to right center. And he'll take an extra base on this one. It's rolling towards the wall.
Well, a great leadoff double right there. No outs in the inning. Now, let's see if they can bring him across.
Here is the opportunity for the youngster Gordon Beckham. No hits, one at bat, lifetime off Howell. And the first pitch. Swing and a miss for strike one. And this is bounced foul to the left side. Up the middle, and it's in there, the tying run on board.
Now batting.
But just what his team needed. He continues to swing a great bat. 3 hits from now in this ball game, and he's on with no outs.
It's Alex Rios. Boy, what a chance he's got here for the White Sox. And he starts Rios out. That's hit foul by Rios. The pitch. Hard grounded to short. There's one. And two. They got both of them that time. And the run comes in. It's going to be Przinsky. He homered back in inning number 2. Here's the pitch. A liner headed for the hole. And the play made by Longoria. So they pick up a run on 2 hits and leave no. For those of you just coming on board, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Proctor bringing you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. And we'll get to see Bobby Jenks pitching. They've decided it's time to bring a new arm into this one.
Well, if you can get a start like this every time out from your starting pitcher, you're going to take it. He kept you in the ball game, pitched pretty well, and now turns it over to the bullpen.
Here's Crawford's first look. Swing, soft liner towards left center. And that's going to be a base hit for Crawford.
Now, Carl Crawford can impact the game in a lot of ways. Let's check out last season and how he ended up in the rankings. 2nd in stolen bases, 5th in triples, and of course, he got his base hits. He was ranked in the top 10 in hits in the league, getting the job done, finding a way to get on base.
First one to Bartlett. Here's the pitch. Watches a fastball that's in there. 0-1. His average last year, .214 against the White Sox here in Chicago. Line towards second. Up with it now. One away now.
Coming to bat.
So you want to make sure you at least get an out in this situation, but the runner is able to advance now in a scoring position.
Jenks with a delivery. First pitch, a fastball. That's in there for a strike.
He looked like he was looking for a pitch out over the plate. That fastball down and in locked him up a little bit.
And it's 0-2. Longoria's going to be swinging now if there's anything close. It's hit foul by Longoria. Hit sharply towards the hole. And he'll just keep it himself, tagged in for the out.
Well, he gets the man over to third base, but with 2 outs now, it doesn't help much, but at least 90 feet closer to scoring. Now, Gary, Carlos Pena coming up in a tight situation right here, wanting to deliver for his teammates.
Had a couple of hits, 4 trips to the plate. First pitch on the way to Pena. Ball! And the pitch from Jenks, too high for a ball.
Well, that 2-seam fastball has to be thrown down in the zone. You throw it up, it flattens out, and you can get hurt.
Here's a fly ball to straightaway left. And that one's put away to retire the side. They get a man to third, but can't bring him home. And it'll be the White Sox. There's a familiar face, Ozzie Guillen looking up. And he knows there's not a lot of time to get the all-important tying run, focusing right now on doing that. And out on the mound, we've got Rafael Soriano. He's been swinging a rocket towards short. And that'll set down Tian.
Went out here in the ninth inning, and obviously in a situation where you're looking for outs. And you can't allow somebody to score, but if you can get an out, do what you need to get it.
Here's the first pitch to Kotsay. This one's grounded hard up the middle. Out number 2.
You know what? You're 1 out away from victory in a very well-played close ball game right here. And listen, you'll take it. A 1-run win is just as good as a 10-run win.
At the belt, Soriano kicks and throws to right center. That's going to be a wrap. Final out of the ball game.
Gary, you have to credit the Rays here. They showed up today and made the plays they needed to win this ball game.
Chance now to present our Pepsi Clutch performers. Definitely a key factor, Jason Bartlett.
Well, you know, Gary, anytime you can put the ball in play, you have a great opportunity to get hits and great things happen. And that's what happened today. The pitcher couldn't find a way to put him away. That's why he got those 3 big hits. And when you can do that, good things are going to happen for your team.
And they come into hostile territory, Steve, and take this one by 1 run.
Well, both teams had a chance to win it. Goes down to the very end, but the visiting club outplayed them.
And that's going to do it for us here. For Steve Phillips, John Kruk, I'm Gary Thorne. Take care.